We finally made it out of that dark valley. We're up in space, and we made it to the moon called Selena. It's the start of season 3, and it's time to start our new adventure. And we're going to start off with some big, beautiful opening cinematic credits. Roll it. All right, come on, let's admit it. You know that your base sucks because it doesn't have a crane. You're going to go build a big old dumb crane just to spin around on the base. You know you're going to do it because you got to. You got to have it. That's what it's all about. You got to have fun. You got to be creative. You got to build some cool stuff. So we're on the moon. First thing we got to worry about the radiation that we talked about on the Hastia, because of the atmosphere, never affected us. Up here, it can kill us very quickly. The other thing is we've extended the daylight cycle, which means there's this constant radiation longer during the day. It also means that our solar panels have this longer period where they can work, but they also have a longer period where they don't, which is going to put a bigger drain on our batteries. So we're going to be watching for how that impacts us. And also, you know what? We're going to have to pull up a list. Let's find one of those templates and get a chart up here. This is our priority, most important things we got to work on. Radiation, food, and medical. So radiation, really all we need is just a lean-to, some kind of block, some kind of glass, anything that will be between us and the sun so that we're not taking radiation on board and dying from it when it builds up too much. Food, well, right now we came up with a ton of food, but our biggest priority is going to be kelp. So or algae, because we're going to be making kelp crisps. Because we don't know if we're going to have anywhere near enough ice for us to be. Yeah, we're going to be keeping track of me being a dumbass doing that, both for the entire season and per episode. So as you can see, we're starting to make our first building here to get us out of the radiation, and that's where we're going to kick it off from here.
K-Moon 145.7, the light on the dark side of Selena. From the lunar mines to the stars, you're home with K-Moon.
Howdy, Selena. Moonlight Frontier coming at you live on 145.7 megahertz. This is Buck McCoy.
And Luna Breeze. Good morning, beautiful souls. Let's ride the cosmos.
Looks like solar winds kicking up late tonight. Hold tight out there. Keep those comms clear.
Okay, this is something you're going to have to go back to your base when you log into your game and make. It's your color key. You sit down, you come up with a bit of a color standard, you just pick a spot and you put down a couple blocks. And then next time you got to build something, you just come over here and grab it off the block. You got to do this so that you get yourself a bit of a color palette. And, you look at any good drawings on ships or bases, anything, even if you've done model ships, any type of, hobby crafting, there's always going to be a color palette key. Hell, you've seen it on boxes when they print them. They put that little code down there of the colors so that when they're printing, they have color standards to go against. You got to do it in your building. Stop building, and stop using that damn Space Engineer's default gray. It's a shit color. Stop using it. If your base looks like it today, you got a shitty base. Go back and redo it.
And word from the rigs, the ore yields are steady, but hydrogen prices at Cell Energy just took a steep climb.
Oh, okay. This is some real this is some real dumbass on my part. Um, this is the first area for radiation. I also labeled it. It's the entrance to the base, and there's no excuse. There's just no excuse for the shittiness of this. Look at this. Look at this passageway. What the fuck? What the fuck is? Oh, oh my god. What was I thinking here? A three wide with two blocks on one block on each side. It's just it's horrible. It's ugly. I cannot believe that I built this, and I had hours flying up from Hastia to here to plan this out, and this is what I came up with as my first area. It's garbage, and there is no excuse for it. And you're going to see in a little while what I did to fix it. But yeah, knowing that it's garbage, I had to finish the roof to get out from under the radiation. I figured, I could fix it later when I'm not. As you can see, there's a piece of scrap or framing dropped on the top of the engine. I didn't even notice; it just kept right on going. I was so burned by the crappiness that I had just built. It was embarrassing that I had done that.
Things heating up near the Dark Ridge trading hub. Pirate activity up 25% last cycle. Keep your sensors sharp.
Selena, you spaceship sails lot, where every ship's a deal you can't forget. Cargo rig shuttles and minor class 2, pre-love ships ready just for you. Dark night bargains in the Hestia sky. Come on down and give 'em a try.
Got a buzz from Jimmy at the Cell Energy trading post. Says the hydrogen prices might finally drop. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, it'd actually be really nice if we could find some ice around here, because it's the moon. So usually to get ice, we got to go to the North Pole or South Pole. Yeah, I started building this, and I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I mean, it's off the main area, so given our priority list, I'm assuming it's going to be the medical room. We're gonna have to figure out where it is because that's the next thing on the list. I mean, I must have had some goal I was working on. Yeah, I think it's going to be the medical room. That's what I think we're building next. Anyhow, back to that list for a second. Let's pop that back up. Where's the list? All right, defense, meteors, and power. Okay, defense, and especially the meteors, because we didn't have those. They never came on the Earth-like planet on Astia. They never came near us. Now we've got them. They've attacked twice since we've been here. Twice already they've come in. So yeah, they're going to be here a lot. They're going to be relentless. And in the inventory when we left the planet, when we left Hastia base, we brought with us enough equipment to put 2 guns on the base, and we brought a lot of ammo with us. Yeah, I really liked when I was doing the design that I started spacing out each functional area, each room or building. Because it makes it a corridor. When you come flying in, things are spread out. And this right here is a huge part of meteor defense, is don't put everything in one big open space. It doesn't let you be clever, creative. I am really certain that this is going to become the medical room. Yeah, because we need it right away. We got to get that medical station down, which we did bring all the parts for it, all the components for that with us in the Falcon. So we have everything to make the medical room. We got to get it down. Of course, getting it down means nothing if it's not powered. So why are we rushing to get this thing down if we can't power it? Here's where I think we're going to go. I think we're going to put down our first 1 or 2 batteries. We brought enough parts with us, I think, to make 3 or 4. But we definitely brought parts with us for 2. And the beauty of batteries is when you build them, you get a little bit of an initial kick. So that'll sustain us while we're going with the energy's low. See, we're running back inside, and we got batteries on the Falcon, and we also have those 2 solar panels on each side. So the Falcon's doing fine on power. But we didn't come here to build the Falcon. We came here to build a base. So it's going to be a medical room. I'm certain of it, which means we got to put a medical station in it, and then we got to start our cryo chambers. Did we bring parts? Yeah, we did. Nope, we only brought enough parts for the medical room. We didn't bring enough to build the cryo chambers because we got cryo chambers on the Falcon. We can't move them over because this Falcon's obviously small grid. We could always grind them down, but then we get scrap, which, we'd wind up with less cryo chambers than we got on board the Falcon. But, hey, single port of failure. We got to start figuring out what we're doing. Why are you standing in the door? What are you doing? Your radiation's not high. What are you doing here? I imagine the dog came over and probably was asking me questions like, why aren't I petting her? And when am I going to start petting her again? All right, let's get back to the build. See where we're going.
Come on, yeah. Selena, you spaceship, sails locked. Where every ship's a deal you can't forget. Cargo rig shuttles and minor class 2. Free love ships ready just for you. Dark night.
So as you can see, I realized my mistake and started fixing things. Yeah, I mean, two rows wider just made all the difference in a usable space. With some design to options, some way to play, to do some building work.
For all you builders working on your bases, don't forget to keep those shields tuned and turrets locked.
And a special mining tip from Buck, your mining expert. Before going out to mine, lock your helmet closed.
Here's a classic for all you hard-working spacefarers. Nothing like some true country grit to get your boots tapping in zero G.
All right, as you can see, we got ourselves a build style. We got ourselves a goal. We're working towards it. We got ourselves a color palette. I mean, again, form more important than functionality, especially when it comes to life saving, like medical, right? And the building's evolved. I mean, we decided to do the diagonal corners and the line up to the roof. There's a lot of other shapes to be able to do some work with, but you got to make sure you got all the pieces to make the edges together, like trying to make a dome or a bow. Hey, if you like what we're doing, you don't need to click, you don't need to subscribe, you don't need to comment. It'd be nice if you do. Most importantly, if you want to join us, you can join us on Discord or you can join us on the server and get in on the build fun. And if you don't like it, why are you still here listening? We'll see you in the next episode. Take care.